Who taught you how to count? It's supposed to be 3, 2, 1, not 3, 4, 2, 5. What's up, everybody? So, dang, that compressor gonna come on in just a second. Did you cut it off?
No.
No, it's all good. Well, I'll be quick. So we're gonna put new seals in these heads on these valves, and like I told you, everything is gonna be resealed. Oil pan, valve cover, rear main, front main, intake, everything, exhaust. We got everything, and including the valve seals. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. You gotta have this tool right here. It's called a valve spring compressor. They make a million different types of them. I guess any one of them will work, but push that valve down like so. Gotta loosen her up a little bit. Got her too tight. So it works kind of like vice grips. Just like that. You can take your little magnet and a pick. Break them suckers loose. Fish them out of there. Just like that. I always just leave them on the magnet. You can spray them off with a little brake clean them off. Let me loosen this thing up. I think it's still a little tight. So on these heads, you got two different seals. You got an exhaust and you got an intake. And the intake comes with these little plastic sleeves. There's two of them in there, one for each side, because they wear out. But the intake, you can tell it's an intake because the hole's on this side. If you come over here and look, Austin, let me show you. We know that's an exhaust valve because this is on the exhaust side. That's an exhaust valve, that's intake, that's an exhaust, intake, and exhaust. So that's how you, when you take the spring off, you'll see the difference in the seal. So take your little flathead, break that ring right there, that oil seal, pull it on off. So once you pull that off, your valve will fall out. So just slide it back on the table a little bit where it won't fall out. And if you was doing this with the head on the motor, you would bring this piston up on top dead center, and it'd sit on top of that piston. But to get the spring back on, you have to stick air in that plug right there. You have to put compressed air in, and it'll push that valve right back up. Then you can push the spring down, put your keepers in. If you got flat tops, you probably won't have to use air, but if you got dish pistons like that, you probably have to use air if you was doing it on the engine. But it's easier this way. Take your same screwdriver, work that seal off of there. Then clean it up. The intake's the hardest. I always put a little lube in this little thing. It seems to last longer if you lube it up. So you see, you got your, it's kind of like a cup. It goes down like this. It fits over top this guide there. Lube everything up. Make your life a lot easier. Kind of work it on that tip like that. Push it on down. Take your old cheap socket that you got laying around and a hammer. You want a socket that fits that thing perfect, just like that. And just tap her down. Until she seats at the bottom. Just like that. Alright, so then we reverse procedure here. Put your little lube on that. You take this little sleeve off and save it. Put your little lube on your ring. You see there's 2 notches here? That bottom one's for this ring. The top one's for the keeper, which is on the magnet. Just kind of work it down to the second ring. Just like that. Now we can scoot it back off the table. Over to the edge. Put our valve back in. See how this works? Kind of like vice grips. Got a little more adjustment. You may have to wiggle a little bit to get them valves to seat in that groove that I just showed you, the top groove, and then let it go up. I always like to take a little brass hammer or bronze hammer, give it a little tap. And the exhaust side is the same, except for those little plastic things, they just slide right on. You don't have to beat them on with the socket and the hammer. So pretty much the same thing. We got to do that 16 times. So that's it. We'll get this fixed up. She'll be ready for the motor, for the block. Got it all cleaned up this morning. See it? Come check this out. I don't know if y'all can see this on camera, but there's still crosshatch in that cylinder. I haven't honed it. It still has the factory hone. Factory crosshatch. Low miles, very low miles. Low miles, for sure. But we'll go ahead and get that done. Might do some time lapse or something. I ain't gonna bore you out with all these valves. That's how you do it. always action. So quick update, Austin's been in there helping the boss man do some remodeling on the offices and stuff up there, trying to get everything up there looking good. So y'all missed a few steps. This is the head that I showed y'all this morning, how to put new valve seals and everything in it. So I went ahead and torqued it down. Got new exhaust bolts. I said exhaust bolts. New head bolts. Here's the old ones right here. We got some new ones. I know it's torqued to 65 foot-pounds. And you start from the center and work your way out. Start in the center and work your way out. Very important. The cam sprockets. The bottom one slides on. These bolts here, see that dot? See that dot? Mm-hmm. They need to be lined up perfectly. And but yeah, these go to 20 foot-pounds. 20 foot-pounds is what I torqued them to. And I put thread locker on it, red thread locker. So next, I went ahead and put my rocker arms on it, and I kept all these in order, just like this. This is the front of the motor. This is the back of the motor. So when I put them in, I'll start in the front. I'll work my way to the back. They're all in the same order. So they go exactly where they came. And I just got these in here loosely just to hold the, I might tighten them up a little bit more now that I got the timing chain on, but I got them in there loosely to hold these lifters in. This motor's so fresh that when I flip the motor over, the lifters come right out. The lifters fall out. And on an old worn out motor, if anybody knows anything about motors and rebuilt them before, on an old wore out motor, those lifters are hard to get out. Sometimes you got to get pliers and channel locks or all that on there, but you see how easy that comes out? If I flip this motor over, all these would fall out. These things are perfect. They barely have any carbon buildup on them, or whatever you want to call this stuff. But watch how it just falls in. This motor's fresh. Ain't no wear on this motor. Zero wear anywhere I've seen. But yeah, so I want to go ahead and get the rocker arms and the push rods in to hold the lifters in. That way I can flip it upside down and we can bolt on the new oil pan. New oil pan. But I'm still waiting on one. They only sent 7 of the exhaust side seals, so I need 8. So I'm still waiting on it. It's supposed to be in here at 1 o'clock. It's like, what time now? 4? 3, 4? Something like that. But I'm going to go ahead and do all of them but this last one, and that's the exhaust. So I'm going to save this one for when I get a new seal, which when I leave work this evening, I'm probably run up there and steal it off the shelf. How about that? I'm just kidding. I don't steal. I believe I steal. Don't like these. But they definitely finna give me one, that's for sure. I ain't paying for it. But same thing I showed y'all earlier today. I forgot to mention I put a new oil pump in. Come on over here and look at it. Got the new oil pump, new pickup tube in. Oil pump pickup tube, and that's good. It'll be alright. That's fine. Here, stick that old screwdriver in there. There you go. Problem fixed. There you go. We'll stick it down in here. Yeah. So like I said, 65 foot-pounds, and if you've never done it before, go ahead and look up a torque sequence, as they call it, and follow that, because you can warp your head if you do it wrong. But so that's where I'm at. So as soon as I get all these valve seals replaced, we'll have this head on, and I'll go ahead and adjust the valves. Adjust all the valves and flip it over, put the oil pan on. And
Pirate Jack sent us all the right parts for the Galaxy. One day.
all these parts come in Pirate Jackson.
Yep. The thing about it is that, you know,
He's a good guy. I gave the product hell the other day because I was mad and was doing a lot of work to that car to get it to fit. But dude made it right. He
in one day
sent us the right stuff quick.
Yep.
Yeah. So we already got it.
What else was I going to say? Oh, that's the difference between buying from a company and buying off of eBay. A lot of people will buy, and granted, that kit you can probably get it on eBay, but
Sure.
if you get it on eBay and it comes over in a container, which will probably never get here, you got no way to return it, or you got to go through all kinds of hassle to return it. Where I just picked up the phone and told him, dude, something ain't right, and he made it right in less than 24 hours. I had the parts from South Carolina, so it worked out pretty good. So, okay, that's my rant.
Yeah, dude's a solid guy, man.
Yeah.
He's trying to make it right.
He's a pirate, though.
He must have seen the video and seen
He
it
maybe,
first.
yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy. I just, just a
Dude, you forgot one of the timing chain gears. Yeah.
Cheap sockets. Keep hold of your cheap sockets. You might need them to.
Matt's wearing Bobby's shirt.
My high school wrestling shirt.
High school wrestling shirt. Yeah, that was funny.
Wrestle the hell out of you, Austin. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, not in that way though. It's not that way.
Only if I'm next.
That just turned even uglier turn for the
I
worst.
have to miss a week of work after that one.
Just gonna body slam and you'll be done. Pow!
We ain't in the same weight class. That ain't even fair. But anyways, yeah, back to
Sounds
the.
like my mother.
Huh?
My mother called him fat from across the street.
I'm surprised she didn't hit him in the head with an iron skillet like
I
she
know,
did
like she did me.
He didn't get hit in the head with an iron skillet.
No, I hit
Just
the iron
hit it.
skillet with my head.
A box of them on top of that. The
You're
handle
gonna have to come
probably
up with a better
stabbed.
story than that.
I did. I was
I
a
do.
nun. I told you a nun in front of a honky tonk downtown. I said GD, and she, oh no, you didn't. And
Catch me
hit
outside. How about that?
Yeah, catch me outside. So I did.
And regretted it.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Don't cash her outside.
Yeah, I had to go bond him out of jail after all that.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
It's all
Should
good.
have seen the other guys.
I know. Nuns.
Yeah.
It was all good. You had him until that priest showed up.
I know.
Then
Well,
he
the
took
priest had
advantage
a
of
real
you.
strong right arm.
His pimp hand.
His pimp hand.
That's my daughter calling.
That priest is keeping his pimp hand strong.
Yeah. But anyways, where were we talking about? I was in the oil pump. I got the new oil pump on there. So this oil pump, it's kind of like the Ford. It also works together with the distributor, which runs some kind of way. I don't know. Look it up on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. It runs off cam gear. So, yeah. So there's a rod that goes down through here. You might be able to get a little picture of it. There, cut your light on. So you got to put that rod on to the new oil pump. See it with the little screwdriver looking slide in it? Yeah, that's it. So it goes all the way down to the oil pump. This is it right here. Come over here on this side. So it comes with a new sleeve. This sleeve connects this rod with the rod that's built into the pump. So you got to change out that sleeve and put the rod back in there. And that's how you change your oil pump. It's one bolt. 65 foot-pounds on that one bolt for that oil pump. That's it. That's what I've been doing today.